progress on my Nether World Eater. Come up with a brand new strategy to find notch apples, find loads of diamonds extremely quickly, and create a massive building for villagers to live in. So the new method to get notch apples really fast. Firstly, we're going to have to head to spawn and turn on the mob switch. You don't have to use a mob switch for this, but it does make it much easier. I've flown away to some brand new chunks, and then I need to drop my render distance all the way down to 2. Turn on chunk borders and press shift and F3 to set up something called Pyre. Then I need to reload the world, and I can use that chart on the bottom right to know when a mob spawner comes in. You see, we've got one there, and I'll put a more detailed explanation in the description, but it tells me that basically in this chunk there is a dungeon. Right now the M counter is 79, and now that's gone up to 80. Because the mob switch is on, that must mean that the dungeon is somewhere around here, because the only way mobs can spawn is from a mob spawner. On average, 1 in 20 dungeons will have a notch apple. We break all of these, and now the dungeons and chests on the bottom right have disappeared. This method is usually used for finding fortresses, but I came up this way myself to find dungeons. This time it didn't take me to a dungeon, it actually took me to a mineshaft. Minecart chest here. It's even rarer to find them in a mineshaft chest. And so now I'll put a timer on screen and see just how many dungeons I can find in 30 minutes. The first dungeon, and a second one, the third, the fourth, the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and the ninth. That's all I've managed to get so far. It's been a little bit slow this time, which can happen if they're bunched together or you're not doing it always over the ocean. Made it to my 10th one, dungeon 11, number 12. Now that I've got in the groove, I seem to be finding them much faster. And 13 are now done. We're really speeding up. We need about 20 dungeons on average to get the notch apple, so 7 more to go. Starting to lose count, but I think this is 14. 15. I have to say I'm smashing it. We're on 16. Although I still can't work out if this is faster than searching desert pyramids. So I believe we're now 18 in, and so far RNG has not been on my side. 19 in total, and that's a grand total of 20. We just keep looking. And in the 24th one, I found the notch apple. Slightly worse than the average should have been, but that's mission successful. Only took me an hour. Now I'll make my way home and search for dungeons on the way. I've just found some deep slate coal ore, which is actually a really rare one. And also the rare other side disc. And I'm very pleased to put notch apple number 23 into the ender chest. And another other side into here. And now the next thing that I want to get loads of is gunpowder at this creeper farm. Since there's much blowing up to be done in today's video, and it might be a good idea to disable the mob switch before I try to use a farm as well. And now we can get loads of gunpowder. Enough time has passed. Let's collect up all of that gunpowder, and then I'll fly over here, turn the mob switch back on, and mine up lots and lots of sand. Also guys, if you enjoy my videos, then please could you make sure to subscribe. I'm being very careful to make sure that my shovel doesn't break. Now to turn the mob switch back off, AFK up here for a bit more, and get even more gunpowder. Next to craft this TNT. That is a lot of TNT, but I still have a lot of gunpowder left. So in that case, I'll mine up even more sand. 4 more shulker boxes worth means a lot more TNT. And all of this is definitely enough TNT. I think it's about time we did some serious blowing up. I've done this strip all the way to the other end, so let's just blow it up and see what happens. I have to say, it's way better this way. Completely destroying the whole area. This is seriously so much better. I don't know why I didn't just get loads and loads of TNT sooner. And now to place down even more. I've laced these tunnels with so much TNT. Let's blast this place wide open. It's just so insane watching it travel along. I probably shouldn't be stood here. The destruction is crazy, oh my goodness. Yeah, that certainly blew a lot of things up. I have to say, just blowing loads of stuff up is really fun. And 5 more strips of TNT have been placed. Time to light them up one by one, without lighting myself up, and watch the destruction. Okay, for some reason the TNT's blown up a little prematurely there. Maybe right about now is a good time for me to go back and repair my pickaxe. And the smartest way for me to do that is to chill at the creeper farm. And all of these will definitely give me enough XP. This is also allowing me to get even more TNT. Now to get back to blowing things up. I ran out of TNT, so I went to get more gunpowder. And then I can show you all of the mining progress I've made. And so this is what has so far been achieved. I'll be finished when I reach this corner, and as you can see, I'm not far off from doing that at all. So in that case, let's get down more TNT. Now I've got across to the digging part where we've got loads of basalt around me, which is very annoying. So I've got a plan to fix it. First of all, blow up this TNT. There she goes. Next I will build a beacon, and beacons can actually go through bedrock, which is exactly what this one is doing. And with haste 2 basalt delta mining, it is much faster. And would you believe that all of the tunnels have now been dug all the way up to this final corner. So all that means is that it's time to get down the TNT. I'm not sure how effective it'll be with basalt everywhere though. And once again, I've used up all my TNT. Let's just light it up and just watch everything blow up. I should probably get out of the way. Okay, I didn't get out of the way, but we're alright. My beacon on the other hand is there. has seen better days. The extra progress here is very good, but now to crack on with another project and come back to this other one later. At some point these walls do need to be finished, but before that happens I think it'd be cool to build a giant town hall in the centre for the villagers. Also, I'm pretty sure you don't belong in this village. Oh well, we'll let him off. First things first, I need to grab a little bit of sponge so I can get rid of this conduit. To be honest, I already stole the conduit from this and never put it back, so it's just empty anyway. Alrighty, mission accomplished. Let's drop off these items here, and a lot of items are going to be required for this build, which means growing more spruce trees and mining lots of snow. I've got almost every item that I need, except I also need mossy stone bricks, which require vines. And as you can see, we're completely out of them. It's time to grab some shears and head to a swamp and then start mining up the vines. Now to craft the mossy stone bricks, and that is yet another step closer to having all of the needed items. The final required item is copper, and whilst I have a bit in there, you know, it's not too bad. I do need quite a bit more than that. And yes, I did build a copper farm, which should be useful for that kind of thing. But I've come to realise something. In 1.18, copper increased the amount that you get per ore. And if I combine that with fortune, 1 ore has just given me 5, which is quite a lot. We've got another one down here. It could give me even more. Look, I just got 16 from 1 ore. That's ridiculous. So just mining up is probably way faster than going and using the copper farm. Because in about 20 seconds, I've already got over 2 stacks. The copper farm's just there if I want to be lazy and get it whilst I'm AFK. And I have to say, it's a very cool cave with a mine shaft. Anything good in this chest? Okay, all of them, there's a spider there, but yeah, there's nothing much. But look at the amount of core. Wow, mine shafts are the place to find this. It's everywhere. Wait, is this a copper vein? I've heard of these. You can get them for iron and for copper, and they're just where there's millions of them in one area. Oh, it is because it has a raw copper block. So that, yeah, that could just be turned into raw copper. Which reminds me, to save on inventory space, I can just look at that, create raw copper blocks to save for later. I could probably do some absolutely massive copper projects if I wanted to. So I'll remember this for the future. And I reckon that I now probably have all of the copper that I need. Look at that, nearly 2 stacks of the blocks of it. There's no point spending any more time mining. Time to make my way back home. Now, whilst I know blast furnaces are going to be quicker for copper, I think because I don't have a super smelter set up with blast furnaces, using this is going to be the best thing. Just look at all the copper ingots filtering through. I can turn these into blocks of copper, and then if I want to make it go even further, I can make it into cut copper, which, yeah, makes it loads and loads. Oh, wait, no, I thought... Okay, never mind. You actually have to use a stone cutter to get 4 times as many. I wasted a lot of copper just then. The main thing to know is that I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Loads of cut copper. We are also going to need a bunch of stairs. With that, I've successfully got all the items that I need. Let's build this fancy villager building. Although I will also need honeycomb to wax all of the copper. I don't know where all the bees are, to be honest, so they might get upset when I do this, but yeah, I don't know. For some reason, every bee in here has disappeared. Only 17 honeycomb isn't going to cut it. So these bottles will instead be shears. Anyway, let's not worry about that too much longer. Instead, I've got to try and explain to the villager that lives here that I'm about to demolish their house. Also, these beacons have just got to go. As cool as they are, they're just completely in the way. The first 2 houses that have got to go is this one and also this one. These 2 fellas just won't know what's hit them. And this golem will finally be able to leave the house. How long have you been keeping him trapped here? Probably best if I get rid of this house as well. Yeah, sorry Fletcher, you're also in trouble. And the next job is to flatten this mountain. Though it's probably more of a hill than a mountain, isn't it? All these guys are going to wake up and wonder what on earth happened to their village during the night. But I can assure you that this is for the best. And now this area has been successfully flattened. Now to begin building this. So I think it'd be cool to have like 2 buildings that are connected up. So another one somewhere, yeah, over here, and let's just like do the exact same thing over on this side. So yeah, there's going to be 2 buildings on this. There's going to be an archway here you can walk between, and if I place the bells somewhere around here, that's exactly where all the villagers will gather. And then somewhere in the middle I'll add a bridge so that you can walk between the 2 buildings. I really like where this concept is going, and I'm thinking in these gaps we could have flowers on top, which looks pretty nice, and then trapdoors in front of that so that the dirt doesn't look quite as ugly. I'm going to now focus a little bit more on the front and make like beams like this and all of these going in between. If I put bricks like this upside down stairs and glass panes and a few extra stairs around here, I've got my windows, and I can do a similar thing at the front too. It has to be said, it's really coming together in here. Once I add a bunch of beams to the sides as well, then it'll look as good as the front, although the front probably needs some decoration, which we can get by using fences and walls. Same thing over here. Perfect. Now to finish the beams and decorations on the sides. And so now I'm going to repeat this building right here over on this side. They should look great. I can't really tell if the feedback's good or not from these guys. I mean, well, nobody's come inside. What did you think of it, sir? Didn't like it? No, well, they like the bell in the middle at the very least. All that's missing is a piece of copper there, 1 there, and 2 more on this side. And there you have it. It's really starting to come together. This is what I'm going for now. Actually, I need to swap that around as well. I can start to bring it towards the middle if I build up the same pattern on this side. Coming along nicely. Before I forget, let's also wax all of these copper stairs. That way they'll stay the same colour that they are and won't deteriorate. Now I've run out of honeycomb, and these bees have only made me 3 more. I think this calls for some drastic action. I'm going to fly far away and then track down some bees' nests. And that is a 2nd nest, and a 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and finally 7. That should definitely be enough. Time to head back home. You know what? I'll grab an 8th and a 9th one whilst I'm on the way home. I'm not really sure if I'm going to need all of these, but I just can't stop finding them. Meanwhile, the mountains are looking absolutely spectacular, and so are the caves. You know what? We're not going in there. We're going home. Although not without checking a ruined portal on the way. no notch apple. But sometimes you just never know what you're going to find. Like in this one. Again, pretty much useless. And here we are, home sweet home. Let's craft a couple of chests. Put all of these guys in here. Well, hold on a second, they're all facing the wrong way. That looks much better. And would you look at that? I got exactly the perfect amount. Oh my goodness, don't go in there. I'm sure they'll find their way back. Oh my goodness, they're all out. Is it morning? Okay, I better close things up. Then I'll grab a load of flowers and start breeding them all. All of these bottles need to come out and then go in this double chest. So these can be replaced with shears. Okay, I've just got to make sure. Don't go out. Come back in. And that is called having your bees well trained. And now these will begin.
The sky is clear and the sun is shining. Time to get the Onikabuto out for some training. I'm the one who's supposed to be adored by the kids. Me!
Not if I have anything to say about it. To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Keep your weapon at the ready. You never know what's around the corner.
Fire hazard! Hold the line!
Charge! Let's roll! Rally!
It's showtime! Arataki numero uno ito here in the flesh. Ha ha!
Give me honeycomb rather than honey bottles. Let's grab an extra 3 of these. And now let's add more wax to these. And continue building. Both of these sides are going to be connected like this. I think that creates a very nice looking bridge. Let's add decoration to the bottom of this bridge. 12 more honeycomb is waiting for me, which is just what I need. Progress is coming along nicely. The honeycomb is flowing in. So let's keep it up with the waxing. Let's add these slabs along here. And then spruce ones like this with glowstone in the middle. This is the progress of the build so far. I think it's coming together quite nicely. So I'll just keep building away. Another update on the progress. It's getting quite high up and I think it's really starting to come together. I really like it. Nice little side angle here as well. And I'm really at a point now where I just need to start working on the roof, which is mainly going to be built out of snow blocks, kind of similar to my houses, except the plan for this one is that it looks way better. And then the villagers will have a better house than me. Sounds about right. They've already got a way fancier entrance than me. Villagers are the real top dogs in this world. We're just here to serve them. Well, somebody obviously likes what I'm building. He's literally moved in. Sorry, mate, but right now this is a construction site. You shouldn't really be here, and yeah, everything you're selling is pretty rubbish. Just going to take this opportunity right now to get a load more bees. They've been getting me more than enough honeycomb. And the roof of this building is not far off being finished. I've mainly just got to place down a load more snow. And once these last few slabs are down, this entire build is now complete. Bit of a moment of truth here. I haven't actually looked at the finished build. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry, that just looks really good. It fits in so nicely into the area. And apparently a golem has already been hired to guard the inside of this place. That was fast. I do still need to sort out the interiors of here so that you can actually get upstairs. That's definitely a plan. And just to be safe, I'm going to light up inside here. We don't want any mobs spawning. Next, I can offload all of these random items. Then I'm going to go up here and collect loads more gunpowder. These guys should give me all the gunpowder I need. Another 3 double chests have been obtained. Now to grab lots of sand. Are you kidding me? How did I let that happen again? I thought I had a lot more durability left of that than I actually did. But on the plus side, I've got more than enough sand. Next, I'll create a brand new netherite shovel, craft a load of TNT, and continue blowing things up. I've gone a little bit crazy with all this TNT, but I'm sure the explosion will be worth it. Yeah, the terrain is definitely looking a lot better. I think I should mine by hand the rest of this now. Oh, I have actually destroyed the beacon. Let's get a new one on there and fix all of this. And now to clear up the loose ends in this area so that there's enough space for my world eater. I'm kind of tired of mining and blowing things up and all of that. And I'm so close to completely mine out all the area that needs to be. However, there's still quite a bit of work to be done. And now I did get quite a lot of nether quartz ore, so I'm thinking I could mine up all this with this fortune pickaxe and the XP will mend my items. One of the positives of doing all this mining is that I have a ridiculous amount of netherrack now. I have like tens of thousands of pieces. I just did the maths and it's 57,000 to be precise. That is definitely not bad at all. Now during all that mining, my silk touch pickaxe did break, but in no time at all I've managed to get a new one. Look at that building, it's magnificent. It just looks like somebody lives here. It looks like, you know, more than just a village, doesn't it? And the plan is to have a pathway coming all the way through here, and I'll expand this village going in this direction You guys are not going to be trapped here for too much longer. And stuff like this is going to be gotten rid of so that the pathway can go all the way through. And I know I said I've had enough of mining netherrack, but if I'm to have any chance of a full netherite beacon in this episode, then I've just got to keep going. The villagers will just have to wait on getting the upgrades to their homes, because I've got much more important things to worry about. I feel like I've done nothing but dig and blow things up, but I'm so close to having everything mined out. I thought this day would never come, and I think once I mine up these last couple of blocks, it is done. I have finally mined out all the area to fit this World Eater. This is probably one of the biggest projects I've ever done. And to ensure that the World Eater never gets stuck, I do also need to dig out a trench along here. The trench on this side is pretty deep now. I haven't gone all the way down, but I can kind of dig the rest of it whilst the World Eater is working. Now to also dig the one on this side. And the trench on this side is also definitely now deep enough. I've had enough of endlessly mining, but let's head back home. Now to spend a bit more time at the creeper farm so that I can also use the XP to mend up my tools. I'm sure that's been long enough. Let's collect the XP. There we go. Everything is mended up. All of these items can go into storage. Now I'd like to work on the interior bit of this building. As you walk in here and well, there's nowhere to go. So let's create some stairs and create some sort of way to go upwards. You know what? I think that works quite well. The interior of this room also needs completely sorting. I almost feel like the ground level should be at this height so you can actually see out the windows. Look at that. The golem's finally, well, he finally thinks he can get out. Do you need a little bit more head space for you, sir? Right, you know what? You're just constantly getting in my way now. Why don't you just go outside and stop causing trouble? And here are the completed stairs. You know what? He doesn't like them. He walks straight out. But yeah, you go up here. And then you can get to the top floor, walk across to the side, which we need to fix this one. Although before I fix that, I'm going to grab a bunch of different items, and then the interior can be made to look a little bit nicer. Right here is the ceiling that I've gone for. Kind of makes it look like there's beams coming across, although I'm not sure about the stripe thing we've got going on here. For lighting, we're going to have torches on top of fences. And I'm happy enough with this. Let's take a few beds and add them to the room. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to not having to sleep under the stars every night. And I'm going to do a fairly similar thing on this side. On this side won't be for sleeping. Instead, it will have all sorts of workstations. And this side is now also complete. Let's grab some workstations, and then they will be forced to actually come inside this building. Look at that, the plan's actually working. Okay, you're leaving already. As soon as I see him coming in, I'll have a few fences here to kind of support the stairs. And I can also buy a few bookcases from you, which will nicely decorate the area. I realised that buying bookshelves from villagers is not very economical, especially when I have 2 sugarcane farms in my world getting me loads of the stuff. So let's craft the paper, then books and bookshelves, and then I can really bring the place to life with these. It is a little bit sad that I put all of these beds here, and yet for some reason you guys are still sleeping outside. Sometimes these villagers just make no sense. And once these lanterns are added, as well as doing some improvements to the floor, I think this place is completely finished. Although I do also want to do the exact same thing on this side. And I'd better destroy all of these beds so that they're forced to sleep inside. The next thing I need to try and find is a villager that will sell me a bell. Maybe this guy as well? No, you're not a high enough level. But these 2 guys, on the other hand, will both sell me bells. Let's go and grab a bunch of emeralds, buy them from you, and then one bell can go on here and the other one right there. What that'll do is allow me to build a pathway going straight through the middle. Now in order to build this pathway, we're going to be getting out the cobblestone, normal stone, and andesite. That way it's not just going to be one colour or one single texture, and I think that'll really help it to look much more natural. Also, apparently my plan to get them to use these beds is kind of working. Although some of them are still sleeping in their own beds, which I guess is fair enough. I don't believe it. How many villagers have you? There's so many villagers just trapped down here. What are you doing? Look guys, I made you a way to escape. And for once they're actually using their brain and leaving. So the main theme of this pathway is pretty much just to keep things random, you know, just place them all sorts. Just kind of mix it up really. The pathway is starting to come along, but I think to make it look better we're going to need a load of snow layers. Just to try and add a bit of definition and detail around it. I also picked the worst time to do this because all the villagers are now gathering here. It may have been sat here for years, but it's finally time that this small bit of farmland was removed. Then it can make way for my glorious pathway. I feel like the days of this being a normal village are really coming to an end. It looks so good. Now I have to grab a load more snow and continue work on these walls. I'm very sorry to whichever villager lives here, but your house is just completely in the way. Okay, you know what? I've just made a bigger mess on the floor than anything. I'm going to forget about that for now. And instead add random buttons on this pathway just to kind of look like stones on the floor. Have I overdone it? Guys, be honest with me in the comments. If I put down too many buttons, just tell me to, you know, get rid of some. Because sometimes with things like that, it's more of a case of less is more. I'm glad to see this house has finally been demolished. Now I'll have plenty more room to build my wall. And I have come to realise that yet another house is in my...
this contract, I relinquished part of my freedom to you.
There's a contract in every cigarette. When you light up, you sign up. Don't let tobacco control you. Know the real cost.
My way, but this too will be completely demolished. The villager that works here is going to wake up and wonder where on earth this house has gone. This is all about creating bigger and better things. Good extensions have been made, but now I have reached the water. I've got to work out how I'm going to make this go across. And out of snow, so that's a job for another day. Yeah, the kingdom is definitely starting to come together. Now to sort something which has been bothering me for ages, it's going to involve grabbing some string and just simply covering the top of Sonic's head. Because, you know, he really shouldn't have snow on top of him. Yeah, that now looks much, much better. And whilst I've got the string, I might as well cover the top of this guy's head, as well as his arms. And whilst I'm at it, I think the teleporter building would look better without snow on it as well. That's now done, and I have to say, that looks much, much better. You can see the colours so nicer. I'll just get rid of these vinyl pieces of snow there. And now to collect even more gunpowder, because the World Eater's going to need 400 TNT, which with this massive farm, it shouldn't be that hard to get. That's been long enough. Let's embrace the lag and get lots and lots of gunpowder. And now to grab a bunch of different items to build this World Eater. I'm going out searching for a few things. Some sand, some honey, melons, and also a bunch of clay. Gonna grab a load of redstone from these guys. Let's turn this powder into actual concrete. Make anvils and iron bars. Here we have a lot of the items that we need. I'll just need a lot more of each of them to build the entire machine. But I'd first like to just build 1 or 2 layers to this thing to make sure it's working fine. This is my first ever time building a World Eater, so anything could go wrong. It's starting to take shape quite nicely, but it's it's just ridiculously complex. The good thing is though, once you've done it once, it's pretty much just the same thing repeating over and over again. So it's not going to be too crazy to build once I get the hang of it. And now I think this side is complete. Now to build the receiver at the other end. And because I'm kind of building over empty space here, it could be a little tricky, so that's where the old scaffolding is going to come in. And I think everything that needs to be placed down here is also done. Time to test this out and see if it actually works. Just before I set it off, I've also dug a trench underneath this so that it will be able to move the machine downwards. Now to break this redstone block and see if it works, and it so far looks like it is. So TNT is being dropped, as you can see, and it's blowing up the terrain, and then this is coming along and it'll push down any ancient debris that is exposed, and also lava. It'll clear away any lava. Obviously there isn't any up here, and then this will arrive in there and it'll wait for this bottom sweeper to arrive, and as soon as it detects that, you'll see it then kind of sends a signal. That then is going to get sent off again, the TNT, and it's going to push this down, and as you can see, like, the whole machine is actually moving down, which it has to do, so that, you know, the TNT keeps getting lower and lower and these sweepers get lower and lower, and even more of the terrain is then getting blown up. And I believe to stop the machine I can just put a redstone block here. I think that'll do it. Yep, it's coming to place. It's all stopped. That is perfect. So to finish the World Eater, I'd have to extend these all the way along this edge and also mine out area underneath it, or I'm probably going to just use TNT to do that. But that is something that I'm going to do next episode, because we just will not have time in this video to do that, especially when I get to the fun stage of removing lava down here for the trenches. So I will, yeah, do it in the next video. We will 100% finish the World Eater in the perimeter next episode. This project is literally 300 days in the making. Now, I built this farm a couple of episodes ago and I haven't really been back to it since. So the question is, does the amethyst farm work? It works! It actually works! I expected to open that chest and get like 4 amethysts in it or something terrible. So yeah, this is all working. You can see that they've grown quite a bit, so, you know, whenever this is ready to harvest, it'll get quite a lot more. Let's take the glowing sacks, and yeah, this is going to be perfect for tinted glass. Now, since I did that downgrade to my world to get the OP armor, I lost 2 advancements. I still need to take out the Ender Dragon to get one of them, and also look at it through a spyglass. So I'm going to grab the spyglass from the shulker box, craft some end crystals, and head to the end. Now, the last time I did this, it completely broke this farm, and to be honest, I've never fixed the farm, so we should expect a lot of water to come raining down. Although, having said that, it didn't work. It just... Wait, did something blow up? I could be wrong, but I think a shulker bullet hit the end crystal. That's why everything's broken. I'd have to go and make more now. Things can never just run smoothly, can they? And to top it all off, I don't have enough gas tiers to make more. But it's a good thing I have gas farms for problems like that. And there are plenty of gas tiers ready and waiting here for me. And a chicken too. Now to make a load more of these and try this out again. I'm pretty sure nothing can go wrong now. And up here is a great angle to shoot the towers. Wait, can you not shoot them while it's... Oh, you gotta wait for the dragon to actually show up. Wait, but the dragon is on fire. Wait, is that because I shot a crystal? That's super weird. Now we can get rid of these crystals. This might just be one of the easiest battles ever for me. Let's just open up these towers. There we go, they're all gone. The dragon hasn't really done too much damage just compared to what it normally does. Now I've got to look at it through a spyglass. There we go. It's the moment when it tries to purge that it's a problem, I guess. And it's quite difficult for me to hit. I've had to stack up some endstone. And there we have it. That is every single... What on earth? You think that's going to stop me? No, I just come in faster and harder. But yeah, that's every single advancement in Minecraft for the second time. I'd already tested it as well, and unfortunately I don't get a second Ender Dragon egg, or the 12,000 XP that would go with that, which is why I didn't wait until I'd find a way to exploit it before I took the Ender Dragon out. And I think it's time I finally sorted a home out for you three dogs. You've just lived on this cold emerald floor for thousands and thousands of days. Yeah, I'm going to give you somewhere better to live. And this chest has been here since the first ever video. It's just full of junk. Let's get rid of it. The beauty of that is that I've got an auto sorter that will just filter everything for me. And I think here is going to be as good a place as any to build this home for them. Probably time that this water could go now. I don't really need it anymore. I only really used it recently for converting concrete, but now I've got a dedicated machine for that. And I'm pretty sure it's impossible to get blocks like this in Minecraft now, so it must be protected at all costs. I think sticking with the spruce wood theme of the area is a good idea to start off with, and I think I'd like to use more copper as well. Let's start with some beams in the corner like this, and they can all connect up like so. I think I'm going to need a bit more spruce wood. And then on top of here is where the copper could come in to create a bit of a roof that isn't super even. It's a little bit more textured and random, because it seems that building things that are a little bit wonky and a little bit random is what looks best in Minecraft nowadays. And we could make it ever so slightly overgrown by using flowering azalea. And do we have any like moss carpet? I guess we can just craft it like that, can't we? Yeah. And I can easily mine up the flowering azalea. I don't want it to look super overgrown, but I think just a little bit won't hurt. Yeah, I think that's coming together quite nicely. Next, if I head down here, grab some coal, logs and sticks, then I can make a bunch of campfires, place them along here like this, and then turn them off. And they just kind of look, pretty cool like that. Cool little effect. Somebody in the comments gave me that idea. Now to grab trapdoors and slabs and begin building a nice little overhanging area right here. And to have a similar theme to my house, I'm going to place down walls with fences on, if I could actually place the top fence. As I was saying, fences on top. And that is this front porch complete. Hopefully it keeps the snow off for the dogs. Iron bars can connect up these gaps. And now to create the actual building, I'm just using loads of random different types of stone to just give it that extra texture. Now I know it may look like I'm building a prison, but I can assure you it's far from that. Let's add some hay bales, a cauldron of water for them to drink. We can put a little lever here so it looks like a tap. Let's go and make this grass path as well. Also put some more decoration on the outside with these pieces of andesite, kind of do this all the way around. Also add more leaves around the edge to kind of keep up with that overgrown feeling. I'm doing random textures for the ground as well to try and, just, we don't want that there. Something like that. Yeah, just to kind of, again, just bring it to life a little bit more, make it look realistic. That's the interior looking quite nice. In fact, let's put a birch plank there. Yeah, just a good little floor. These gaps could be filled up with drip leaves, just to be something a little bit different. I've also added some little compartments for them if they want to go in. Let's go and put a bone on the floor. There we go. I'm sure they'll love that, although it should be like that, I think. And I think with that, this place is pretty much ready. Quite like the design. It's not as fancy as my house, which definitely is what needs to be the case. Can't be having my dogs living in bigger luxury than me. Come on, guys. You're going to go to your new home. Now, don't be shy. Look at that. They're exploring it. They're loving it. Come on in. We're going one at a time. Think about, look at it, straight into there. Okay, you don't like it, do you not? Well, Junior, yeah, look. Yeah, come and talk to him, buddy. Tell him to come on inside. You guys really don't have a brain, do you? You need to walk through the door. And that is mission successful. They're all into their new home. See that, guys? I will probably never see you ever again. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, that would be nice. Finally, this floor is much more spacious. And I think some lime green carpet here will look a bit nicer. I would do the same thing on this side, but yeah, there's a goat, there's Enderman in the way. It's just too much going on. And now to collect up more slime, since I'm going to need a lot of it to build the World Eater. And I have loads more slime. It should be enough. Look at all this. Yeah, plenty. And now to build my next project, which is going to be a way for me to get a lot more coral. This is everything I'm going to need, as well as a bunch of bone meal. So let's head to a war motion. This is one of the closest war motions I can find near my house. So let's build this farm. So first of all, this right here is going to be the rails that I'm going to kind of AFK on, and I'm going to be going back and forth on here. And a dropper with a dispenser on top. These detector rails are going to be connected with redstone to the dropper and dispenser like this. And now to build the platform, which is going to be bone mealed, and will then
Hi, Aaron. Can you pick up 10 $500 gift cards for the office bonuses and email back the PIN numbers?
generate the coral. Now for some walls to hold in the water and slabs on top to spawn proof it. Now for more slabs along here with signs on them, then some glass on top with a chest and a bunch of hoppers. Now to place some dirt so we can set up the water. This is going to be all the way along this back edge. Then I can break the dirt so this whole area is flooded. We'll also need an extra line of blocks all the way around the edge. Then I can break these blocks and then I'll turn these into source blocks. And with that, the farm is complete. My bone meal is in there going into the dispenser. I jump in this minecart and as you can see, it is working. So I can just go like this with my silk touch item, and all the coral is flowing upwards and then filling up this chest. So I'll chill in AFK here for about 10 minutes, see how much we get. I think I've spent long enough here, and that is lots and lots of very useful coral. I don't really know where I'm going to put all of this, so I think the best option may be to add chests in the wall right here. Put these sides so they're like that, so it looks a little bit nicer. Stairs so that you can actually open them, and we'll also change the back wall to be blackstone bricks as well. Then I want single chests for different items, and yeah, we can just like shove all coral goes in here, and I can add that to the end of this one as well, just to hold even more spare items that don't really have a space. And speaking of items that don't have a space, I've got loads and loads of them right here, so I should probably do something about that. These all should have their own slots, and so that's a load of new items added, and then those items can be sent through the auto storage. And now I want to go searching for more deep slate diamond ore, and the reason for this is that at some point I want to create a room and use deep slate diamond ore as like the material for it. I just feel like it'll be a cool flex. I don't know. Just a random idea I had, but anyway, let's try and find some caves. This looks like a promising one down here. It does go deeper and deeper into a dripstone one. And now to make my life easier, we drink a night vision, which makes spotting diamond ore much more consistent. And you know what? To make things interesting, I'm going to put a timer on screen and see just how many diamonds I can find in the next 30 minutes. If I can get 40 diamond ore, then I think I've done pretty well. Then again, it's entirely possible I can find way more than that, because I've already found 6 diamond ore, and it's literally not even been 2 minutes. And these caves just keep going and going. 2 more right here, and already I am up to 10 pieces. This is going very, very well indeed. And there's quite a few of them in this spot. And I have now found over 20 pieces. I accidentally mined 2 ores with my fortune pickaxe instead of my silk touch one. Because as you should know, guys, I'm sometimes an idiot. But now I've actually got 20 diamond ore in my inventory. In fact, 22. And I'm on to my last fire resistance. Oh dear, this mine shaft's about to go up in flames. And now I have found 30 pieces. That is crazy. We've still got like, what, 14 minutes to go? And just for counting purposes, I'm going to take these, because this was equivalent of 2 diamond ore. I just messed it up. So I have actually found 32 deep slate ore altogether. If I can find a stack in 30 minutes, that will be insane. Because everywhere I go, diamonds just show. It's like Minecraft is in easy mode. Yeah, 43 diamonds and we've still got 80. Like, yeah, I think I can do it. The night vision has definitely helped in being able to spot it easier. But the fact that the caves have been so massive has also been very useful. But it is kind of ridiculous how easy they are to get now. I remember when your diamonds used to be like the craziest thing to find. And now we're 20 minutes in with 50 ores found. I'm now at a night vision, so things are going to be a little more difficult. But don't worry, not too difficult for me. This caving journey is going so well, I'm even grabbing loads of redstone. We're going to be very close to 60 now, because there's one here and then a load more through here. Yeah, we're on 61. Okay, the stack is going to happen. Unless something goes terribly wrong and I can't find 3 diamonds in the next 5 minutes. Another spawner? With a notch up! Oh my goodness, that is the second one today. I went through so many spawners today. Why could I not find them that fast here? But with this, yeah, I find them super quick when I'm in an actual cave. This might just be my greatest ever mining journey. And there's another diamond ore. Looks like it's just one, so we're on 62. Another one in the roof. 4 minutes to find one more diamond. Probably one of the easiest challenges of my life. Redstone's more precious to me at this point. Another extremely rare thing, deep slate emerald ore. That is super, super rare since the new update. So in one video, I got deep slate emerald ore and deep slate coal ore. And I've only got 1 minute and 40 seconds to find that final diamond ore that'll lose me. I thought it was going to be guaranteed, but now I'm not so sure. I may be burning up, but I was about to say my desire to find a diamond is even more important, but look at that. We have got the 64th diamond, make that 65, 65 diamond ore found in 29 minutes and 30 seconds. Can we get another one? In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have been setting up jokes about burning up when I'm trying to find that diamond, but yeah, it all worked out in the end. And with that, the time is up. Yes, the grand total is 65 diamond ore, but yeah, okay, we got a notch apple in there. We got the deep slate emerald ore. What a trip. And even though the 30 minutes is over, we're still finding more. I'm calling it. That is my greatest ever mining journey. Now to simply build another portal so that I can fly back home. And whilst I'm here, something else I'm going to need lots and lots of is quartz. So if I see some, I'm going to mine it up. I'm fairly confident that all of this should be enough for me. But then again, that world eater does need a ridiculous amount of observers. Let's put this deep slate emerald ore with the rare deep slate coal ore. So only one of those in each, and then we'll put that one right there. And since I've got quite a few stacks of quartz, I think it's going to be smart for me to use this machine, and then I can just AFK it like this. It's just going to be easier. And I'm fairly confident that all of this quartz should be enough. Kind of like coming upstairs and seeing an actual building there rather than just the empty spaces in the teleporter. I think maybe going and getting some more lanterns might be a good idea, as well as a bunch of spruce fences to go with it. So the idea of having these lampposts is to basically melt the snow over the pathways so that, you know, you can actually see these. And I was told by my editor already that I did way too many buttons, so I'm going to remove a load of them. You know what they say, guys, sometimes less is more. And that's a bunch of lampposts and lanterns added to the area. To solve my issue with the snow, rather than have loads of items on the ground and, you know, too many things, if I just go like that with a carpet, I feel like that will light it up better. And in my opinion, it just looks a lot more subtle. Like, having lanterns on the ground is okay, but what are you guys doing here? But I definitely prefer the idea of barely being able to see it. That's it, cats. Scare them away. It's working. Has to be said, great progress has been made on this village in this video. But before it ends, I think it might be a good idea just to fix the destruction that happened down here. Since it was kind of my fault that a creeper blew up and ruined everyone's lives. This guy needs to go in there. And there we go, guys. Good as new. I definitely need to light up this room a bit better so that something like this does not happen again. That definitely looks a lot better to me. Although maybe it'd be better if there was instead sea lanterns in the roof. Let's try that. Yeah, you know what? I don't think it works as well. Well, that is another job well done. And every time I use this pathway, I always think, well, it could be faster. If I was to instead grab a load of the soil variant and mine all of the sand one up, then it would make this pathway just a bit quicker. And there we go. That definitely feels a bit faster. Just did a little bit of research, realized that there was absolutely no difference in the speed. However, if I don't have my boots on ever, now I'm at least not going to get slowed down by this, which is a good thing. So, you know, that's the only positive from swapping it around. Next time I'll do the research before I rebuild something. And now as the sun sets on this world, that was 2,700 days in hardcore Minecraft.
Great style is rolling with it, liking what you see, and keeping it light. Great style is easy.
I started life as a normal evoker, living in a massive mansion and stealing from villagers. But then one day a new threat arrived. Many tried to stop it, but every one of them failed. And so this is the story of how in 100 days I became the greatest ever evoker and saved the world. So this is my room, and I am fresh out of resources. Look at this, I've just got nothing but junk. These guys aren't willing to give me anything, are you? No, you're pretty useless. So instead, I'm going to have to get my loot the only way I know how. By finding a village and starting a raid. Although just to get me started, I'm going to grab myself a little bit of wood. Then I can make tools, and I can use my powers to deal with creatures like this. Yeah, I'm an evoker. You guys don't stand a chance. Also, before it goes too dark, I'm making a bed and going to sleep. And now the search for that village continues. Looks like we're coming into a desert, but I still don't know where a village is. I think it's best if I grab some wood, craft a boat, and sail across the water in search. I really am having a whale of a time. Finally, I have spotted a village up ahead. Now, before I actually go and attack it, I want to check out this ruined portal, which, okay, well, nothing too exciting, but more importantly, I want to grab some stone, and then I can actually cook myself some food. Otherwise, I think I'll be a little bit worse for wear in this battle, and now I feel ready to destroy this village. The raid has begun, and I shall watch the chaos unfold from here. Yes, look at them go. Although it seems that their defenses are strong. Let's see if they can cope with these guys. I don't believe it, they've survived another wave. But this time with the Ravagers, they don't stand a chance. I'm going to get involved as well. Clearly, these guys couldn't do it on their own. That's right. Come and face my crocodiles. I am the most powerful evoker in the world. And now there's nowhere to run, little villagers. You think you guys can hide it with your golems? Think again. Oh no, okay, he's coming for me. But he stands no chance. There's no point going in a house, little villager. You can't run forever. Is that it? Have we defeated them all? So you think you can hide in the wheat, do you? What a foolish thing that is. There is no escape. That's right, villagers. We are victorious. They've been defeated. And now I can take all of their crops, all of their resources, and all of their emeralds. Then I can craft myself some better gear and continue exploring the land. Although, what's that coming into distance? It's like some massive... Wait, that's no ordinary mountain. Apparently it's home to blackstone golems. Whatever those things are. But let's be real, how dangerous can they be against an all-powerful evoker? Okay, you know what? Those guys, they do look kind of dangerous. Oh my goodness, look at the size of him. I didn't even realize. Okay, now that I'm close up to you, yeah, you're massive. And there's more here. Wait, do these guys live here? And what on earth is that? It's like some sort of void monster. This is a very strange place. They don't seem too bothered by me. I guess I'm an evil thing as well, so they're not hurting me. So you know what? Whatever these guys might do, it's not my problem. Instead, I've managed to get plenty more food and resources, so I'm just going to go home. Although I've spotted a desert pyramid up ahead and a ruined portal down there. Let's first check this place out. With the... Oh my goodness. Mate, I am an evoker. You cannot stop me. Slowly but surely, I am becoming the most powerful of the evokers. And whilst I'm down here, I'm going to get some TNT. That was certainly very successful. Now I definitely want to get home as soon as possible. Although I found a ravine on the way. I should use this opportunity to get some iron, as well as coal, and then I can smelt it. And with that, I have got full iron armor. Hello, little creeper. It's nice to see a friendly face around here. And speaking of friendly faces, it's now definitely time that I went back home. Here we are, we've made it back to land, and my home is up ahead somewhere in this direction. Yep, there's the Dark Oak Forest. And why are Blackstone golems coming into view? Is that my house? What is going on? What are you guys doing here? Why have you done this? Where is my family? I may have spared you guys before, but this time, you will face my fury. Oh my goodness, I've just been hit by him now. Okay, I've got to get out of here. They're now all angry at me. I am so weak. Okay, let's just get out of here. I'll pop a golden apple. I am no match for those guys, but I must get revenge. Oh my goodness, they're coming through the forest after me. Oh, what do I do? But if I'm to stand any chance against these guys, I need to find something. And that something is hidden in my bedroom. Oh man, he's there. I don't even remember where my bedroom is. Okay, is it over this way? Somewhere there is a chest, and it's not that one, but you know what? That could be useful. I think that's it over there. Of course, it's at the opposite side of the mansion. This chest was hidden under my bed, and it has my totem, which is only for emergencies. And if this is an emergency, I don't know what is. And if I'm not mistaken, we also keep an emergency diamond block.
Let's go help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual. Okay, who sat at my desk?
Inside this obsidian. Perfect, I've made it in, and there is the diamond block. I can't really get to it, but if I put a block here, there we go, we got it. And now to send a bit of a warning message to these guys to not mess with me. Yes, that's right, guys. You want to go against me, you will meet your match. I hope that hurt. And now I'm getting out of here, and I need to come up with a plan. Now, the first thing to remember is I am an evoker. I am the master of the totems. All normal players have to take me out if they want to get their hands on a totem, but I'm aware of the secret of how to craft them. Oh wow, there's another village here. I wonder if they'll help me. I know we don't see eye to eye, but I'm in desperate times. Hello, friend. Any chance of a spare... Okay, what was that about? In that case, I guess I'll just sleep in your bed. I start to get the feeling that I'm not really welcome in this village. Look, mate, look. Oh my goodness, that was my one and only totem. Now what am I supposed to do? You see, the thing is, to create a totem, you need another totem to make it from. I don't know how to make one from scratch. Well, I think it's time I stopped messing about and went and got myself some diamond armor. This cave looks quite promising, although maybe not. I'm just going to have to dig down. Look at that, a mine shaft. And the area down here looks perfect for diamonds. What have we got in here? Well, nothing too useful, but I'll take the coal. Look at that, we have found some diamonds. Already the mission has been successful. And gold is another of the resources that I'll need in order to craft totems. I found some more diamonds down here, and I've worked out the only possible way for me to get another totem. You're probably not going to like this, guys, but I will have to take out a fellow evoker. Not something I want to do, but those golems and that void monster must be stopped. Otherwise, every mansion in the world will end up the same way as mine has. I'm just doing what I have to for the greater good. Now, in order to track down an evoker, I'm going to need some sort of plan. Phase 1, get full diamond armor. And for phase 2, I need to trick a villager into selling me a map that will take me straight to another woodland mansion. So to realistically pull this off, I'm going to need a brown mushroom, some sugar, and finally a spider eye. Then I can craft one of these, and next I need a golden carrot. The best way to find one of them, get one from a bastion. Well, we've spawned in a fortress, but that's not what I'm looking for. It seems that I am not as welcome in this realm as I first thought. But don't forget that I am far more powerful than you are. Aha! I've spotted a bastion. I'll craft myself a gold helmet so nobody gets upset. And hopefully they will have some golden carrots. Alright guys, are we cool? I'm just going to steal some of your gold. Okay, they seem a little bit angry at me now. And now they've calmed down. Yes, I am one of you. I really hope they have some golden carrots. Okay, nothing in this one. But pick step, you know what? I don't mind a little dance every now and again. An ancient debris, that could be very useful in my battle. And so the search for the carrots continues. Thankfully this bastion is full of chests. Nothing in this one. Loads of gold to steal right here. And more on this side as well. And more potential chests right here. Finally, it is mission successful. Now to steal the rest of their loot and get out of here. Mission successful to make it to the portal. Although I have just remembered I forgot something. The nether wart is also going to be vital. I also mustn't forget about a blaze rod. This guy apparently drops as well. Make that 2 blaze rods actually. And now there's nothing stopping me from getting invisibility. I've almost got everything I need and they're brewing nicely, but I've just realized I need redstone. And there we go. And now I've got everything that I need. Time to find a village. Also guys, if you find that you're enjoying this video, then please make sure that you're subscribed. It would really mean a lot to me. At long last, I've spotted a village up ahead. Now to create my disguise. I'm going to craft some shears, carve this pumpkin and put it on. Is the disguise working so far? Next, I drink this invisibility and I am just a head that is wandering around. Hello, good sir. Okay. The plan does seem to be working. Next, I need a cartographer, and you look like the perfect guy. You want paper. Say no more, I'll sort that out for you. Why are you looking at me like that? It's like they've never seen a floating pumpkin before. Look at this, there's loads of sugarcane around here. I've got a decent amount of sugarcane, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So I'll also go and mine up plenty of wood so that I can get plenty of emeralds. Let's level you up a little bit. Next, you want glass. And finally, I'm going to have to go and get you a compass. These guys still don't suspect a thing. My best bet for a compass is probably just to dig down and grab some diamonds whilst I'm down here. Then some redstone and even more diamonds. Okay, well that was a little bit baited, wasn't it? Made it out in one piece at least. Well, that's not going to stop me from getting these diamonds. Now to craft a compass, drink more invisibility, and obtain the Woodland Explorer map. I think I've got everything that I need, and the map is telling me to go a long way in this direction. And finally, after a massive expedition, I found it. Time to put on my disguise and get myself another totem. Hello, illagers. Do not be alarmed. I'm just a normal evoker. I reckon upstairs is the place I should go. All right, good sir. I know as a fellow evoker, you would never give away your totem, but I have absolutely no choice. There is no escape. I'm not who you think I am. No, I am a regular evoker. And now it is time to meet your doom. That is right. I've got the totem. I've got to get out of here. It won't be long before they realize something's up. I've just got to make a daring escape into the water. And I think the mission has been complete. I'm sorry that I had to do that, but I really was left with no choice. And now to begin the first phase of this new plan. I'm going to create a crafting table, place it down here, and then drop a totem on it. And there we go. We've now got the special crafting table. And then if I mine this up, yeah, I just get the totem back. I have traveled thousands of blocks to get here. The quickest way home and to get to my emeralds and gold and everything that I need for the totems is probably to go through a portal. So there's no point delaying. I might as well get on with it. Let's make the long journey. And of course, we're in the worst biome, the Basalt Delta. It's actually one of my favorite biomes, but one of the most difficult ones to traverse. I've made it into the area that will correlate to where the village is, but I've got absolutely no obsidian, so I'm going to have to find a way to get some. There's a nearby bastion over here. Might as well steal the gold just to start off with. And hopefully there's loads of obsidian in the chests. Although unfortunately there was none in those chests. Or this one. So this chest down here is my last option. Also useless. Which means bartering is my best option. So far from the bartering, I've managed to get 9 pieces of obsidian, I do believe. Yep. Now I just need one more. And there we go, we've got it. And now to build a portal and head back. Now we seem to roughly be in the right area. Just need to head in this direction. And there we have it. The village is there. And my stuff is here. Let's grab the gold and the emeralds. Drop this totem here. And now we can create more. By doing this, we get a totem. We can keep going. And with the amount of emeralds I've got, that is all that I can do. But look at this, guys. I can go ahead and create a piglin totem, an enderman totem, an iron totem. And whilst I know these villagers are quite scared of me, I'm going to make a load of glass panes, keep well away from the golems, and attempt to trade them with this guy before he runs away. I think he's trying to get out, but there's no escape. Now he's running. But that will allow me to make a villager totem and more totems in general. I feel like slowly but surely we are becoming more and more undefeatable. And if I can go out and find pigs, then I can go ahead and create a pig totem. And I think now that I've got all of these, I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. Let's craft a new axe. Hey, one more totem for good measure. That's a wither one. That's going to be really good. And then set off to get my revenge on those giant golems. And there it is up ahead. I've made it to land. Let's get all of my items ready and show these guys what happens when they mess with an evoker. Alrighty. Well, I'm getting some hits. I'm doing the damage. There's not much you can do from over there. Look at this. We've got this guy on the ropes. You know what? I'm going in for some closer action. Okay, let's just be careful though. I have the power of the crocodiles. And look at that. Okay, that guy's down there is trying to get him. But okay, we've got to be a little bit careful. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm down to 1 heart. I just got knocked off the mountain. And he's gone blue. Wait, what does that mean? Okay, I wasn't prepared for this. Oh my goodness, he's just hit me with a rock. I'm on half a heart. What on earth? I didn't know he could throw things at me. I think he's picked another one up. Okay, can we do this? He's certainly causing me some trouble. Oh my goodness. Okay, the wither totem has come in handy. Now the tables have turned. Oh my goodness. Another one's gone. Okay, I've got loads. I can. Oh my goodness, they're going through all my totems. There's loads of. Oh my goodness, there's good items on the ground from those totems though. But I'm starting to think that maybe this little guy is. Maybe I'm just out of my depth. I've got this guy down weak, but there's loads of them in here. I don't really stand much of a chance here. Oh my goodness. I think, you know what? I think I might be able to defeat one here. This is a big victory for the evoker. Oh my goodness, there's little guys down there. What? I didn't know that was not the end of it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm stuck in a hole here. Okay, hold on. We're all right. We're all right. No, I'm not all right. Okay, half a heart. You think you can defeat me? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. We got ender pearls out of that though. Okay, we're good. We're good. I can do this. I can ender pearl up there. That's it. Okay, we've lost them. Let's gather up these resources. And we got some ancient debris. Look at this. Emeralds and iron galore. This guy now thinks he can come after me. Take that wither. Look at him. He's getting damaged now. That's okay. Is it one up already? I'm just going to go all out on this guy. Alrighty. Get on some big hit. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Oh my goodness. I'm going to ender pearl over that way. Grab all this free food. And then I've got to try and get out of here. Is that the void shadow? Wait, can I hurt it? I don't know. It's taking a little bit of damage, I think. I don't know. Do I really stand a chance? I mean, it doesn't seem to be causing me any trouble. Can I do this? Oh my goodness, what's been thrown? I've been to all of them. I tried to get in close to that guy. I think, is that my last totem? It is, and I just gotta get close to that void thing without the other guys going after me. Let's try.
Hello, Greg Heffley. Want to see my secret freckle?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid, now streaming on Disney+.
I end up pulling up there, and then I can get out of here. I made it away from there in one piece at least. But if I'm to have any success, I need a new plan. But I'll be able to regroup once I make it to the village. So I'm getting close to the village, but I've noticed some blackstone golems are loading in. Right, what is that in the distance? Fire? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You guys followed me all the way here. What is your problem? Why will you not just leave me alone? And now they're all coming over here attacking me. Oh my goodness. Right, I've just got to grab what I can and get out of here quickly, okay? I'll grab those. Oh, I've got too much stuff. Can I hold them back for a bit? Take that. Oh my goodness, no, I've just got to run. I have lost so much good loot there. Although, the joke's on you guys, because I'm actually actively encouraging destroying villages. So I guess that part is kind of a bonus. Do I have miner fatigue? Oh my goodness. And I left my diamonds. I've just got to go back. What's this? A blackstone golem heart. Wait, let's shift and right click, it says. Oh my goodness, wait. I got some more hearts. I don't know if this will make me more powerful, but it's got to be useful, hasn't it? Alright, guys. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Oh my goodness, they're going the hard way. I'm going to lure them over this way, then quickly run round, grab my diamonds, pearls, gold. Okay, that's good. That's all we can do. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to get out of it. And now I need a new plan. That new plan is to defeat all of them by getting way better armor and way better gear. And then I'll take out every single...
So as you may recall, back in August, we did a little MVP face-to-face with Jake Paul and Tyroon Woodley, and it broke the internet. And so as you know, Saturday, December 18th, Showtime pay-per-view, they're doing it again, they're running it back, so you know we have to do another one of these. And let me tell you, sometimes in movies, the sequels aren't as good as the first one. This sequel will be better than the first one. Well, how about this? We are back. A little over 3 months after Cleveland, Jake Paul, Tyroon Woodley 2, another MVP face-to-face. Ariel Helwani here in between these guys. I don't think many people thought we would do this again. The first one was very entertaining. How about we do it one more time, fellas?
Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Why not? Run it back. He got the tattoo, and it was a massive pay-per-view. And I have respect for Tyroon, and it was a good fight, so I think they're still unanswered questions.
There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to ask. I do want to let everyone know that, of course, we are presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. We got to show some love. They are the official sports betting partner of the highly anticipated Jake Paul versus Tyroon Woodley 2 fight. And how about this promotion, guys? They're asking people to bet $1. If you bet $1 on either one of you landing a punch, a single punch in this 8-round fight, you can win $100. How about that? That's a tremendous promotion.
They're just giving away $100.
Just like that. One punch. Yeah. That's all that has to happen. And if you're not living in a sportsbook state, you can join the Paul versus Woodley 2 pool and win up to $25,000. All you have to do when you sign up, use the code GLOVES, and they will hook you up. Shout out to the good folks over at DraftKings Sportsbook. By the way, he mentioned the tattoo. Can we have visual evidence of it? Where's it at?
What's left, man?
Oh, no. Wait, show it to the camera.
It's fading away like...
What kind? Can you show
like
it to the camera?
Lining.
What kind of tattoo?
You're the first person to ask to see it, and I showed it to everybody else. I did like that too, but I felt weird doing that too.
Is that a legit tattoo? Just for the record.
No. It doesn't look. It doesn't look like.
Is that a henna?
What is it? Do you henna it every?
No, it's a real tattoo, but I was trying to troll the troll because one, I didn't think I lost a fight. Two, it wasn't the first choice in my life to put "I love this dude" on my hand. So I'm like, how can I troll and flip this coin? Put the "I love you" on the finger that means opposite of love, and this shit's gonna wear off. So probably in another couple months.
Stream 85 plus channels and save up to $500 a year with YouTube TV. Try it free.
I got something I'd like to tell everybody. So I'm asking you to hear what I say.
This holiday season, it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be emotional.
Whatever you do and keep on.
But it's gonna be worth it. With McCormick, it's gonna be great.
This never took place.
How do you feel about that?
It is what it is, you know. He had it at one point, so I guess it counts. And that's all that really matters, I guess. He still had "I love Jake Paul" tattooed on him. That was a bet, though. He took the bet, and he's a man of his word, so I respect that.
Can you describe, like, you're actually staring at Tyroon Woodley again. We're in a different locale. We're not in your hometown of Cleveland, but you have to climb this mountain. You climbed it literally 3.5 months ago, and now you have to do this over
It's a big
again.
mountain.
Yeah.
He's got big cheeks.
What is it like actually doing this again mentally for you?
Doing him again.
I said this. This whole thing.
It's exciting.
You already know.
It's exciting to get another grab of those cheeks, and I'm excited to be here in Florida. You know, sun's out, buns out.
Why? You had the line also at the press conference today. Why? Why are you focusing on that part of the anatomy?
It's just funny.
That part of the anatomy?
Yeah, it's just funny to me because everyone tries to be so tough in this sport, and I don't give a fuck. So, you know.
And I know better than the comment because we're in the cancel culture right now. Anything I say, any little gentle rebuttal back. So, unfortunately, I just got to let him go ahead and say the anatomy shit.
What's it like for you to be staring at him again? You did this already. You did this dance, and now you're looking at him again.
You know what? I think the first time around, you know, I didn't know a lot about Jake in the ring. Nobody did because he didn't have a lot of rounds. So sparring is one thing, fighting is another thing. He fought at most 2 rounds before then. So I went in there and I had to be ready for everything. It's one thing to break down a fight of what he would do against a similar style wrestler as me. We didn't have that. One, he never fought a similar style wrestler as me. 2, there was no footage on it. There was no real sparring. There was no real shadow boxing. I didn't have shit to really bank it off of. Now I got 8 rounds of me fighting him. So I can look at what I did well. I can look at what he did well. You know what I mean? Both guys got punched. Both guys fought the 8 rounds. So now it's time to really expound upon that. And a lot of people are making like, oh, this is a last-minute fight. Oh, what did you take? No, it's not a last-minute fight. It's last minute for y'all. It's last minute for you guys. Like, when the fight ended and I got back into training, I was working on the things I could have did differently. I was working on things that not only for the fight against Jake, anybody I boxed, I needed to tighten some shit up. And I started doing that. And I was sparring, I was conditioning, I was running. So when they asked me, you know, they couldn't even really finish a statement before I was in.
What is this?
What is that?
This is the most valuable boxer belt given to me by the CEO of Most Valuable Promotions. And I think it speaks for itself.
So this was gifted to you. You had nothing to do with this.
No, I mean the CEO of Most Valuable Promotions gave it to me.
Would that Ain't be that you?
That's me.
Oh, you? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were referring to Nikisa.
No, I gave it to myself.
Okay, so you designed it. Can you tell us the inspiration?
So Alec Monopoly, he's basically the only way to describe him is he's our generation's Picasso.
Okay.
He designed and painted it. One of his paintings sells for $250,000, and it has the Hermes Birkin bag sewn into the side here.
Wow.
Most Valuable Boxer for Jake Paul, and then Diamond Rolex,
wow.
Diamond Cartier as well.
You leaving them watches in there?
Yeah, leaving them in there. And this is one of many. We want to, Most Valuable Promotions, we want to give these belts to the people who we think are the most valuable. So, and make a statement. You know, the general public doesn't know the difference between the WBC, the IBF, the WBO belts. This is something that they can universally recognize as who has the most valuable belt.
Is this on the line?
No, I mean this one's for me. You know, this is something that I earned. This is something that I earned, not for what I'm doing, just doing in the ring. It's outside of the ring as well. For the sport as a whole, the audience that I'm bringing, my foundation, what I'm doing for Fight or Pay, all of it is what makes me one of the most valuable boxers.
Do you want this if you win?
No, I'm good.
Why?
Shit, they say for Jake Paul. I already got this dude damn name on my finger.
I mean, they could
walk around with a belt with his name on it. No, I mean, whatever it takes for him to come out there is best, because that's the Jake I want. I want the one that's his best. You know what I mean? One thing I can tell you is I'm never gonna throw bullshit out there. And I looked at his face. He want to fight. He ready to fight, and I like that. And I'm ready to fight. So
can we see your eyes?
Oh yeah, you want to see them?
Yeah, I just feel like it'd be good.
Cool. Oh yeah, cool. Hey, we got that.
Why do you want to see his eyes?
Just to see, like the glasses. You know, it's like a facade almost.
It's to block out the bullshit, because most of it is.
You feel like he's putting on a front?
No, I think it's just easy. You know, when they used to put on sunglasses and hide behind that versus looking your opponent in the eye.
What do you see now?
I see a guy.
Well, what do you see when you look into his eyes?
You know,
nothing different than the shades on.
Yeah, I see his actual eyes. You know, it's good to just see that versus the shades. I like to look into his dreamy eyes, so it's like that's all it is.
You edging them on.
No, I want to know why. Sometimes you hear people say, "When I look into my opponent's eyes, I see."
That's half the reason why I'm wearing the glasses, because I know you're finna say some bullshit.
Man, this guy's an experienced.
Guys, he's doing the mental warfare. Guys fall into it, and that's what happened to him. I just never did that. I'm not gonna do it.
This is an experienced fighter. He's a vet. He's a 5-time UFC champion. I don't need to look into his eyes. He's not going to tell me. I know he's not scared. Why? He's not. He's a killer, you know, and that's great. I'm not going to look into his eyes. He's not going to look into my eyes and see fear, because we both don't fear any man, and that's how he was built, and that's how I was raised. So looking into his eyes is just man to man talking.
I respect that, honestly. I've looked at some guys' eyes and they wasn't ready. They were scared. They didn't want to fight, or they didn't know how to. They couldn't figure me out. When I fought Carlos Condit, Killer, I looked at his eyes. He said, "I haven't figured him out yet." He was gonna fight me, or I fought guys that looked in the eyes. They were scared, and some guys fight better out of fear, because they don't want you to fucking hit them, so they gotta hit you first. But I like fighting a guy that's best, and I think the fans deserve fighters at their best. You don't want to see Tyroon Woodley washed up and can't fight, and he's fighting that version. I don't want him going out there and making excuses because it was last minute. He was trained to fight Tommy. So you guys want the best fight. That's what you pay for. This ain't really boxing, dog. This is entertainment. Boxing is a sport that we're doing, but people paying $59.99 to be fucking entertained. And the best way to entertain is two dudes that saying, fuck it. I'm going to try to fuck you up on Saturday. And I pray he's going to try to do the same thing. And I really mean that. I'm not saying it because it's the smart thing to say. It's trying to say pay-per-view, but I'm going to try to fucking hurt him. I'm really going to try to. And I'm not going to stop until the fight's over with. And my gut tells me that he won't be able to take what I'm going to throw towards him. And at some point in that fight, before 8 rounds is up, he's going to be down on the ground. Whether he stay down, that's up to him.
Do you think you'll see a different Tyroon Woodley than the one that you beat in August?
For sure.
Yeah?
For sure. We didn't know how the other one was going to come out, and we have a lot of adjustments to make. He's a professional fighter. He can go back with his coach, study the film, look at my flaws, and see what he could do better, and he's been training. So 100%, we're going to have a different fight, more calculated fight, you know, and the sharper man will win, because we both have adjustments and we're both seeing what the other person did, and it just who made better preparations. And that's why this sport's amazing. That's why this fight is actually more amazing than the Tommy Fury fight, in my opinion, and it's exciting.
Regardless of the outcome, can you at least say that you respect this man as a fighter now, because you went 8 rounds with him, he took your best shots, he weathered a storm, he stood in there with you toe to toe? Like, there was some question going into that fight, like, is he a fighter? Is he not a fighter?
I never questioned that. If you go back and you look at the interviews, my first thing I said was, he's from a family of athletes. And I said, he's playing everybody with the Disney shit. I said, this will look like a fight. Go back. I said that. I said, this will look like a fight. And I trained that way. Otherwise, if it didn't go my way in the first couple rounds, you would have seen me fade. You would have seen me not take it serious like some of the other guys. But I trained. One, I didn't know what the fuck to expect, so I trained for everything. But you can see the shape I was in. You're going to see the same thing on Saturday. I'm going to look like I'm in better condition than him. I'm going to look like I'm in better shape than him. I'm going to walk him down the same fucking way. But at the end of the day, the thing that if any respect was given, I knew that he was a kid that maybe you the fucking bully, that you try to whip his ass to learn a lesson. He's laughing through the ass whipping. When he took the hat, he was laughing at the end of it. I fought guys. Remember Nathan Coy? Remember all these guys you hit like zombies? They fall and they pop back up. Carlos Condit. I knew it was not going to be a first round knockout. I knew I was going to have to keep hitting this motherfucker over and over again. That's what I kind of expected out of him. This time, I feel like I'm going to get the knockout.
You said recently you're going to put the final nail in the coffin of his career. Why do you think that Saturday will be the last fight of his career?
I'm going to knock him out. And I put that on everything. I just
You must not love everything.
I know it.
I put that on my name.
I love everything, including your butt.
You're not going to knock
I love it all, buddy.
You can say what you want.
Hey, actions speak louder than words. You know,
Well, we got Saturday.
Last time we sat here, you said a bunch of shit and you didn't back it up.
What I do? I said I was going to hit you with culture, and you got fucking hit with it. It's videos to prove it.
I got hit with
you
culture.
Went into the
I got hit
rope.
with
You
your
should have
fists.
got the A count. You didn't get the count. And at the end of the day, you
Shoulda,
ran
coulda,
from me,
woulda.
dog. You ran.
Shoulda,
you
coulda,
ran
woulda.
from me.
Almost
You
only
ran,
counts in
cuz,
horseshoe
you
and
ran.
hand grenades.
You ran. When you hit me,
It's called boxing.
When you hit me, no, it's called running,
it's
motherfucker.
called
Boxing
This
is
is what-
angles and
This
motion.
is what people said about
When I
Floyd.
hit you and you
know, they
backpedaled,
criticize
you
his
run.
career.
You ain't Floyd.
the
Don't
whole
ever compare
entire
yourself to
sense,
Floyd.
running
G.
around.
When you hit me, did I
being
backpedal?
defensive.
If you're boxing and I'm boxing, we're in the same sport. When you hit me, did I back up?
Yeah, 100%.
No fucking
Every
way.
single time
Show
I
me
throw
one
a
time.
feint, you
Never
run
did I
across
initiate
the
a
ring,
clinch.
100%.
Never did I ever have my ropes on the. Did you ever see my ropes against the back against the ropes?
He didn't ever see his
There
ropes
was
against
no
his ropes.
moment in that fight, not one, that my back touched the rope. Never.
What does that mean, though? That doesn't mean anything in the sport
That
of
means that
boxing.
when I hit you, with
In the
this
sport of
4 out
boxing,
of 10 power,
ring
you
gentlemanship
ran.
is I was in control. Ring gentlemanship is how you
Gentlemanship,
judge in
I
the
don't know what
corner.
the fuck that is.
Exactly, you don't know because you
But
don't know about the
ring-
sport of
you
boxing.
said ring gentlemanship.
The judges.
That's some other shit.
The judges.
Ring generalship is what was taking place on you. When you seen the back of
judges
my shorts and said dude wipes the whole
score-
fight,
the
that
judges
means your ass
score
was against the ring.
Based on who's in control of the fight. I was in control of the fight.
You was
the
in
whole
the
entire
control
time.
of running.
I was putting you where I wanted to put you and fighting in positions, engaging when I wanted to, and that's
So-
what you
so
can't
you-
sit here
you
and handle.
planned on me
You
hitting
call
you.
it running, I call it
You
boxing.
wanted me to hit you so you
call
can
it running,
fall
I call it boxing.
And fake. He wanted me to hit him. He wanted to go on the ropes. He sprung himself WWE style back into the ring. He ran from me after that on purpose. It was a game plan. I didn't know about that.
You still maintain, till this day, you won that fight, correct?
Yes.
What do you make
I
of
won
that? that
the
he thinks
first
you won
3
the fight?
rounds. I allowed him to punch too much. He seemed more active. I would say he won the first 3 rounds. As honest, I would say he won the first 3 rounds. Round 4 is there's no question that I won that fight. At what point after round 4 did he ever gain the momentum? At what point after round 4 did he ever win a round? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 1, 2, 3. What are we talking about? We're not talking about a 10-8 round. We're not talking about a knockdown. Fuck the knockdown. It is what it is. The party kept going after that. So in my mind, of course I thought I won the fight. Would I have liked to finish it? Would I have liked to did more? Would I have liked to start it off a little bit early and not let him get this false sense of confidence in the first round? Yes, that's something I gotta hold. I gotta hold that. But do I think I won the fight? Yes. Do he probably think he won a fight? No.
Oh.
You know he didn't win a fucking fight. What the fuck is that, spinner?
Wow.
Cuz got all the little razzle dazzles.
You just sound like
You don't think you won the fight. He says you don't think you won
I
the
know
fight.
I won the fight.
What rounds you won out
I
of
know,
4?
I know I won the fight.
I won
this
4,
is a guy
right?
who's living in denial.
You said 7-1. You won 7 rounds.
Yeah, 100%.
So I won 4.
And look, just
Did I win
pause,
4?
Time out, please, time out. Just let me say something for one
I
second.
got you, my bad.
Just look at the people in MMA. All of your friends
All of my
who
haters,
went on
they've been
social
haters.
media
They was never
and
my
said,
friends.
yeah, Tyroon lost. All of them. So just take a look at that.
When were they my
We don't have to
friends?
argue, bro. We don't have to argue
Ariel,
about the past.
I was the saint of MMA. People had my back when I was a king. No, people didn't like the way I moved because I never kissed a pinky ring. That's what they didn't like. I never did what people did. I was always the first. Champ Camp was the first. Then everybody did the bullshit afterwards. They didn't like the way I moved. They didn't like the way I didn't take the fight
Well,
against
it
a
sounds
guy
like
that was
you
a
should talk
non-champion.
to a therapist.
I don't
and
need
let
to.
them know
I do
your
what I do,
feelings.
and I'm here.
Because
You
you have
don't
a
want
lot
to
of
fight.
those
You don't want to
feelings
fight
pent up.
them. You want to fight me.
You should talk to
You know
a
why?
therapist
Because I'm the
about this.
5-time champion. I'm the one that was the
Well,
best in
not
the best
anymore.
division.
Not
I'm not.
anymore.
Hey, that's a part of my life. That's gone.
And you did
I
great.
don't live in.
You
I
did
don't
great.
live in the hindsight.
You did
right
great.
here, right now. Only thing I can do is right here, right now.
Yep.
And Saturday, my bro, you better pack a lunch because I'm gonna be on your fucking ass the whole time. You can run away. I'm gonna hit you every fucking
So
place
you will
your
be
body.
on my ass.
You can call it what you want. Them gloves is
I
gonna
just want
touch
to be
you.
clarify. I just want to clarify. Will
You're
you be
gonna
on my ass?
You're gonna be on your ass, and the
I'm
canvas
gonna-
is gonna be your
I
best
think,
friend.
I think I'm going to be on your ass.
The knock on Tyroon in the past, I think you would agree with this because you just alluded to it, is you are not busy enough, especially in the early portion. Do you do you think that he will be more active in the early goings of this fight?
Yeah, I hope so. And I think he will be for sure. He has $500,000 incentivized to come and knock me out early on. Whatever pace he sets.
I ain't never had a person give me so much money to whoop their ass. This is
This
crazy.
I'm gonna give you something else right now.
What do we have?
You gonna give me some more bands?
Yeah, I got a gift for you.
Wow, look at this. This is nice.
For taking the fight
I
on
don't
late
even know
notice.
if I should open this up.
For taking the fight on late notice, I got you a gift.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Police
in the
not be
spirit.
dying. I'm
Should he open it?
I'm gonna wait till we get
No,
home.
we gotta
to
open it now. I
You
feel
have
like
to
it's
open
rude
it on-
not to open
yeah,
it
if you
now.
want-
Open it right now?
Yeah. Trust. It's a good gift.
Is it?
I'm taking
you
it.
got it for him?
I actually got this for him.
In the spirit of the holidays.
A spirit of holidays.
This is, you see, you're actually a good guy. People.
This nigga crazy.
What is it? What is it?
I swear I'm taking it on God.
What is it?
100%.
It's a box.
He nuts. On God, he nuts.
I'm just gonna move this.
As a gift of respect for
What do we have? What do we have?
everything that's
Wow,
said.
look at that.
I accept.
Is this a Rolex?
It's a Rolex.
Is it? How much would you say this costs?
No, don't even. That's not
Okay,
important.
I don't know. I'm not a watch
not
guy.
It's a new generation one.
And you're giving this to him? Why?
Because it's time for me to knock him out.
I don't understand. Oh, I get it. Time. That was good.
I accept your gift. And all the bonuses, I accept it all.
100%.
And I'm going to do the same thing on Saturday.
Deuce?
This dude is crazy.
You know about this watch? This
Well,
costs-
I know. Do I know about this watch? Yeah, I know about this watch. But the thing
Why
about
are you
it is,
accepting it?
why wouldn't I accept it? Shit.
It's a gift.
What?
Okay.
He put it in a. He put
if
a bow
any-
on it. He wrapped it. I ain't gonna be
It's a nice
disrespectful.
bow too.
Have you ever had an opponent give you a gift like
I ain't
this?
never had an opponent do a lot of stuff this dude do. But mentally is warfare because I don't know what. You never know what to expect out of him.
But does this make you not want to beat him up? He just gave you a beautiful
He want
watch.
to get beat up. He liked the shit.
I'm sick in the
He
fucking
signed up
head.
for this fight. It's like you guys are playing on like I took the fight last minute notice. He didn't have to say yes. He could have waited and fought Tommy. Tommy is an easier fight.
That's facts.
He's not a harder puncher. His record against his opponents is. I'm not even gonna get into that. I don't want to disrespect him. I don't know him that much.
Right.
But in my mind, the reason he took the fight against Tommy originally was because I was a tougher fight. And it's probably the same or bigger payday to fight opponent, not lesser, but a less threat. Styles make fights. To somebody else, Tommy may be a tougher fight than I would be, possibly. But for this particular matchup, somebody he's already fought, he can just walk away and say, nah, I won. No matter what I say, no matter what that one judge say or anybody on the internet, he can say he beat me. And that shit right there got me here. Like fuck this. That shit was kind of funny to me. But the fucking fact he can actually say, I beat Tyroon Woodley on paper makes me fucking, why is the moon out right now? It makes me want to just fucking go crazy.
Actually, to that point,
That is odd that the moon is
I
out.
actually feel like there's more pressure, with all due respect, on your shoulders.
I like it though. I need it. I needed this pressure.
Do you agree with that?
I needed this pressure. It's a different pressure. He's fighting for different shit than I'm fighting for. And I don't know him that personally to even know what he's fighting for, but I can tell you it's different. And his reason is as strong as mine. And I know he's gonna make adjustments. I know he's gonna be a little bit sharper, and I'm definitely fucking sharper. So I don't know who's got more to win or more to lose, but the fact that it's both high stakes makes it better for you. That's what I say.
More pressure on your shoulders or his shoulders? You have to climb the mountain again. You have to prove that, it was legit. He, has to prove that he could beat Jake Paul. 2 losses in a row to the YouTuber, I think, is detrimental to his career, right? Would you say?
Yeah, my Google, when you Google me, it says American professional boxer now.
But I'm just saying to the
No, I know,
audience. I'm not trying to disparage. But you know
know.
what I'm saying? How they will try to diminish.
Yeah, of course. But there's a lot of pressure on my shoulders because of the amount of haters I have, the amount of people that want to see me lose, and the story I have to create here. The canvas that I'm currently painting. I'm 24 years old. A win here propels me further and further and further into this game. And I could be doing this for the next 10 years if I choose to do so. And so he's, coming to the end of his career, obviously still an incredible fighter, but I'm just starting out. And so I think a loss early on is never something you want. And that's why I feel like the pressure is more on my shoulders 100%.
As of right now, according to our good friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook, you are the favorite, minus 260. He's the underdog, plus 210. That's more than what it was going into the first fight. Is that disrespectful?
No, I mean, the only sport that's, like I said before, on paper is paper football. So I've been an underdog how many times? And actually, the times I was a favorite is the times I lost. So I don't mind being an underdog because it's good for you guys, but when people watch this fight, it's going to be people that bet on me that's going to win big.
So ultimately, like, you could have chose a lot of people, you could have even waited. What is the motivation here? Because you think you won the fight, you got the credit for it. To do it all over again, to beat this man again, who now has more experience in the boxing ring, what's the motivation?
A lot of things. First and foremost, just staying true to my word. I say I'll fight anybody, anytime, any place. I don't care who it is. Throw them in there. The pay-per-view is still going to be massive, whether I'm fighting Adore or if I'm fighting Tyroon or if I'm fighting Tommy Fury. So I have a job to do and a business to run. And my undercard, all the fighters on it who were in training camp spending thousands and tens of thousands of dollars, I didn't want to let them down right before the holidays. The responsibility I have to the fans, to the people who bought tickets in Tampa Bay. The show must go on, and Tommy Fury is not a big enough of a fighter, someone we should care enough about to reschedule. And like I said, a lot of people want to see this. This is probably going to be a bigger event.
I would make the case, and I think a lot of people would, that you probably have improved more than he has, if only because you're younger. Since the first fight, you're younger, and there's more of an upside to grow because of the lack of fights on your resume compared to his. It sounds like he doesn't agree with that statement. I'll get your response in a second, but is that a fair statement to make, that you probably have improved more since August than he has?
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. You know, when you've been doing something your whole entire life, how much better can you get at it in a matter of months? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. When I've been doing this for 2 years now.
All new Outstretch by Fresh Step. With stronger clumps, it lasts 50% longer.
Every single day I get better. That's how much it is in comparison. And I had a chip on my shoulder going into this last camp thinking I was going to fight Tommy, but I was pissed off at my performance. I was pissed off I didn't get the knockout. So everything changed. You know, I brought in a nutritionist, I switched my strength and conditioning, I started sparring more. So I've become the best version of myself that I've ever been. And last fight I had an injury going in, I was in my hometown. I got a massage on my legs the day of the fight, so I literally got in the ring and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta fight 8 rounds right now. I literally said that to myself. So I'm excited that I get an opportunity to run this back.
Why do you disagree with that?
I disagree that, one, if he was pissed he didn't get the knockout, he's going to be ever so more pissed because he's going to get knocked out. 2, I feel as if in boxing is, you got to specify just this one art. And in mixed martial arts, we get so caught up in a million punch combinations that we never going to throw. And then coaches are not, one, they're not boxing coaches, and they're not going to be pins and needles and point out every small detail. The things that I should have been working on, that if I was a boxer and I had more time to just focus on going into boxing, those are the things I had to work on afterwards. I didn't just jump in throwing combinations again. I had to work on basic punches, hand position, alignment, turning over, maximizing power. The small things that in MMA you cannot do and get away with because you're fast, you're strong, and you got some grit. Now, going back and picking up on those foundational things that I didn't have, that I was able to get away with, I don't know fucking how, for so many years. It made me think like, damn, if I had been doing this in MMA, I would have been fucking untouchable had I been doing it then. So I feel like increase of sparring, more sparring rounds, and more repetition on the foundation, and more just awareness, and not to have the thought of, I gotta wrestle a motherfucker, I gotta do jiu-jitsu, trying to grab my back. Everything, like the thing about boxing is, yeah, you gotta work on counters, slip, roll, jabs, you know what I mean? High, low, outside, cutting shit off. You got to do so many different variables. And then when you get to the next level, that's when you start seeing all the crazy shit happen. But I did not have a chance to just focus on punching in MMA. I had to do everything. And you know what I started off? I was a wrestler. So when shit got hairy, it was a double leg. You was getting slammed. If I felt like you was finna get spicy after I threw punches, I took you down. I didn't have that option in this fight. I didn't have that option when we was in the clinch to throw him with a lateral drop or inside trip him or drop an elbow from close range. That's in my mind. So I really had to deprogram that. You can't do that in one training camp. So the ability to call my shot, oh, coach, that was enough. I was able to do that. My boxing coaches in the past, we do rounds and I would get tired, I would keep pushing, and then when I feel like, oh, that's enough, it don't matter what I think is enough. I'm doing the time, I'm doing what's on that sheet, and we getting it done.
What grade would you give him for his first fight, his first boxing fight? What would you give him?
I thought it was a version of Tyroon that was better than a lot of the times he fought in the UFC. At least from a conditioning standpoint, I felt like he was more motivated in his camp, and he came out a lot harder, and he was taking shots. He did good. He did good.
This is nice.
Honestly,
compliments.
I know. I don't know what to take it, man. See, it's just be the mental warfare that you don't never know about.
The gifts. How about you give him a compliment? What about the fit today?
He had on the shirt today.
Yeah.
He had on a lot of clothes. He had on the mask. Last time he had no shirt on.
Right.
This time he had on too much clothes. But you know what I mean?
What about the
I don't
pants?
ever question people's drip.
Pants, you like them?
Drip. His drip is his drip.
What's the inspiration?
For
the look today. Is there an inspiration?
Just my style. Just vibing out, you know. Got the ski mask sort of vibe going on because I'm just here to rob the bank and move on to the next opponent in 2022.
Do you already have that name in mind?
I don't. I really don't know who it is going to be.
I feel like I know who your next opponent is because you bring up this person all the time. I listen to all your interviews I watch, you know, because I'm trying to keep up with everything you're saying. And I've always wanted to ask him this, and so I'll do it now. Every time you do an interview, including in the ring after the fight back in August, you always mention the dentist. You notice that? Why do you always talk about the dentist? Why is this such a big thing for you?
It's sort of an analogy to show people that I've sacrificed everything to just be in the gym 24/7. I haven't even had time to go to a doctor or to go to a dentist appointment because all I'm doing is 2-a-days, sparring, training, back-to-back fights, 4 massive pay-per-views with all this media, all of this show in 13 months. The only person that's doing that as actively is Canelo. And so it's sort of just an analogy to show people like how much I've sacrificed into this.
Do you respect his hustle?
I did
his
that.
grind?
I know what it's like.
You're not impressed?
Nah, it's a lot. It's a fucking lot. I fought 4 world title fights and defended 4 times in 1 year. It's a lot, and people don't understand the mentality to always be on and always be ready and still show and perform because people want to see it. Like I told you, it's entertainment. They don't give a fuck if you did an interview 5 minutes ago. They don't care if you never got no sleep. They want to see you show up and give them a show. Give me a show. I've been working all week. I've been fucking flipping burgers. I've been fucking sorting mail. I've been doing legal stuff. Whatever you do on Saturday night, I want you to entertain me. I don't care if you did 1 million interviews or if you got personal problems. Nobody cares. So I understand it, but it's what we do. It's what we sign up for. If you want to be a fighter and it's the fight game, that's what we do. You don't get breaks because you only got a small window to get this shit done.
If he beats you, if he knocks you out and gets that, when he beats you, excuse me, is there a chance you don't fight again?
I won't answer that question.
Why?
It just doesn't
He'll fight
compute.
again.
It doesn't compute.
He too much of a damn bonehead not to. He gonna fight again.
Doesn't compute. System malfunction.
You're losing Saturday,
Can't
bro.
lose.
Deal
Can't
with
lose.
it.
Don't know
So
about
I'm thinking
that
about
word.
it. It's better to sort reality because I don't want you to break down.
Here's the thing, you can.
Because I don't want you to just go through this state of depression. I want you to really recognize you are going to lose on Saturday.
How can I lose? How can I lose?
I want you to really deal with
that. How can I lose when I've made more money than any NBA or NFL player this
I'm not
year?
saying you're going to lose money.
That's what
I'm not saying you're going to lose in life.
There's no way for me to lose here.
In terms of the actual
Just
fight,
anything. Just anything.
You're still winning, regardless of the outcome?
Even in sparring, if I spar a world champion and I lose, you don't lose. You either win or learn. That's it.
Some learning going to happen.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If you don't win.
He's trying to get to the point. Are you going to learn? If you learn on Saturday, will you keep learning?
You still learn when you win, so I plan on winning. So I'm going to learn from my mistakes, even that I make in the ring upon winning. This is what I did last time. I still won, but I went and learned. So however you guys want to slice it, the only outcome here is me winning.
If you don't get the W on Saturday, is there a chance this is your last fight? Like, is there that kind of pressure?
There's not that kind of pressure. One, I'm going to win.
Because he says he's going to retire you.
Nobody can retire me but me. Nobody knows my future. Nobody knows what I got in stake. Nobody, I don't know his. I can't speak for him and say he's gonna retire. One, he's too young to fucking retire. And if he really want to be a boxer, this is a part of the fucking game. I'm going to issue him his first loss. It's going to happen. It's going to happen on Saturday. And the thought process of me losing is one that's not going to happen.
You expect to see a different type of attack from him?
This is going to be a fucking fight.
You think it's going to be more of a brawl?
No, it's going to be a fight. A brawl is sloppy sounding to me.
So you think you'll see a different kind of attack from him?
I don't know, but I think it's going to be a fight. That's what I do best.
It definitely will be a fight.
That's what I do best.
That's
Robbie Lawler.
That's why we're
fight.
here.
Carlos was a
is
fight.
for a fight.
Till was a fight.
That's a fight. I mean, they're really all fights. That's how you would define it.
Sometimes it's a competition.
In its most simplest form.
Right.
It is a fight.
Are you fighting for the MMA community? Are you fighting to represent them to get the W that has eluded them against this man?
No.
Why not?
Why?
Because
Why do I need
MMA
to? I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for my last name. I'm fighting for my family. I'm fighting because I should beat him because I'm capable. I should beat him because God gave me the gifts to be able to do this. I should do it because I'm at my best right now. And a lot of people didn't expect me at damn near 40 years old to look the way I did the last time. And I'm telling you, I'm going to look better. So that's why I'm going to be him. The MMA community and the fans, I appreciate you. I love you. I would not be here without them. But when you take on extra stress or fighting for this and fighting for that and fighting for that, it's already a fight. Fight for me. And then if I win, when I win, everybody that wants to rally off of this, and we're in a fucking society of clout. Everybody want to piggyback. Oh, I know him, and look at this picture we took together the same week of the fight. Like, people do that shit. If that makes you rile up and that gets you pumped up, then so be it. But if I fight for me, I can control that. One person, one thing. Not even my kids, not even my family. I'm fighting for me on Saturday. I need this win because I have been taking lessons against people that I should not have been taking lessons against. No disrespect. But I'm a fucking savage. That's what God put me here to do. I'm built for war. I've been fighting my whole life. Street, gym, boxing, wrestling. I've always been in fights. So why? This is what I do. Do I want the fight against him? The fuck? I'm going to forget about fighting for 30 years? No, it's in my body. It's in my DNA. So that's what I'm fighting for. So no disrespect to the MMA community. I really didn't fucking have my back. Like, let's be real.
Throughout your career?
Throughout my career, I was the #1 rising star. And out of all the sport, I was the #1 everybody said, watch out for. He's going to be a champion. Then I was a brawler. Then I was a knockout artist. Then I was born. Then I was a sleeping bag. Then I went back to a knockout artist. Tomorrow, the next newspaper may say something different about you. I can't fight for the days. I never seen the days. I don't put food in their mouth. Put food in my kids' mouth, my family. That's what I'm striving for, greatness and mastery. I'm an artist, a complete artist. Whatever canvas I want to paint on, that's what the fuck I'm going to paint on. That's what I'm fighting for. So I don't take on that extra pressure, man. I'm breathing easy. I ain't cutting a lot of dumbass weight like I used to do. I'm chilling. I'm training fucking hard. I'm ready. I'm motivated. I'm mentally wired. And Saturday night, man, all I see is a fucking dominant performance. Me just going out there and people like, fuck, I counted this dude out. Shit. I'm going to remind a lot of people on Saturday of what I'm capable of.
You seem locked in.
I'm locked in. I've been locked in. I've been locked in.
Yeah, I do. I believe it.
I feel like you checked out there for a second, though. You were kind of
no. Yeah, I have ADD.
Okay.
And so it's actually a problem that I deal with. But yeah, it was a lot, and I lose focus. That's why I was never good in school. But yeah.
How do you sit here during these interviews?
I believe him when he says that. You know, and I think he believes himself. But it doesn't matter. You know, all things said and whatever the beliefs are, the truth will come out in the ring, and that's the beauty of this sport. And that's why I'm so excited for Saturday, is to just let action speak. And he believes what he believes, I believe what I believe, and then there's the truth.
You think the MMA community is rooting for you to beat him because of the contentious relationship?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you don't think so?
No, why would they?
Well, because as he said, he had a contentious relationship with them over the years.
Maybe, doesn't mean they want to see him lose, though. I think they would want one of their own to succeed here, and they most certainly want me to shut up, and they don't want me to keep on going, taking out Diaz or McGregor or Usman or whoever's next. They want to end this run. A lot of people want to see this run ended, and so why would they root for me? You know, I'm sure there's some of them, but not the majority.
You had a great post just a couple of days ago on your Instagram about why you're fighting for not only yourself, but for your dog and for your girlfriend and for your family, your mom, your dad, your brother. That's putting a lot on a young man's shoulders. You should be, you know, some might say, just fight for yourself. Why are you fighting for all these people and all these entities?
Because I feel like they all need me to fight for them. You know, I feel like we've gone through a lot as a family, and personally, my brother's gone through a lot, and that's why I carry that weight into the ring, and that's why I am who I am, and why I'm so tough in the ring. And I just feel so much responsibility to fight for people, you know, content creators, the kids who never had shit, to fight against bullying, to get my message out there. I like that. That's what motivates me in the gym, is this movement being greater than just myself, and a win showing the young little Johnny out there that no matter how crazy his dreams might be, that he can actually accomplish them. And I like to fight with all that pressure because it motivates me more in training, and it motivates me more in the ring when shit gets tough, because it gets tough.
We wrapping out to the ring on Saturday? What are we doing? What do you got for us?
Let's see.
What did you think of the walkout last time? Did you like it?
I didn't get to see it.
You were in the back?
I was
You didn't
getting
watch it on
ready.
the broadcast?
There was no TV. I was like getting ready to go
No,
up
like
into
after-
the tunnel. Oh, I only watched it one time, and I just put it right to the fight.
Are you a fan of his music?
You know, we've been very respectful here, and you know,
you could say something nice about it if you want to stay that way.
Yeah, we being very respectful.
I think what you should do is work for another year and then put out a song. I put out music because I was just super excited about it. I've been in your shoes, you know, when it's too early to put out a song versus working on it a little bit more. But that's all I'm saying. But hey, if he wants to go get it, then he's gonna go get it. And there's, again, no one who could stop him, and he has a bigger name than most rappers. So all it takes is one hit.
Do you have something special planned? You had the shorts last time with the LED.
I got the most expensive fight shorts that will ever be in a boxing ring.
Really? How much?
They'll be worth like 1.2 mil.
Wow, what makes them so expensive?
You'll see.
Is there a Pokemon card on it? Like
Nah.
Nothing like that?
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
Next time.
1.2 mil shorts.
Good for him.
All right. Prediction?
Knockout.
Early?
Knockout.
That's it. Doesn't matter. So if you win by decision, it's a disappointment?
It's not a disappointment, but I'm going for the knockout. I feel like it's going to be a knockout. I don't know when the opening is going to come, but I know when I see it, I'm going. That's on him when I see the opening.
You have felt his power. Is that even in the realm of possibility in your mind?
It is not.
You are not afraid of this?
Not at all.
Not worried
I
about
welcome it. I want him to
It's
hit
coming
me.
towards you.
Yeah,
It's great
no,
that you welcome
that's
it.
what you should. That's
Great-
what you
it's
should
great
be
that you
doing.
welcome
I welcome the punches, you know, and this fight will be very different. And then that was a lucky shot, so we'll see if he can get lucky again. But again,
My eyes was wide open. Look at the video.
again,
Every shot you threw, your eyes was closed. You said I was going to do that. He was ducking and swatting and swinging. I was looking at his eyes.
again, hit me with the shot, hit me with your best shot, and I'm gonna keep on coming.
Your official prediction?
Inside 5 rounds, knockout.
Inside, so he's a lot more specific than you are.
Sounds good to try to mystically predict. I'm just real. I don't know when the fuck. If they first round, 8th round, I don't care as long as I get it done.
And will you be disappointed if it goes the distance, but you still get the W?
Yes, I'll be very disappointed.
He's gonna be disappointed regardless.
All right. I can't wait, guys.
Cool.
This has been fun. Crazy thing is, let's just say, I know no one wants to talk about the if scenario, but we could be right back here in 4 months for
Jesus
the trilogy.
fucking Christ, man. Let's hope not.
Showtime pay-per-view, Jake Paul, Tyroon Woodley 2, this Saturday, Amalie Arena, Tampa. Get it right now on Showtime pay-per-view. It's been fun, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good luck to you both on Saturday night.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to reach net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Got us in the fucking mountains and shit. Don't tell us how far we running. What's up, Champ Cam? I ain't even spoke to y'all yet. We back at it. Abbreviated, but we're gonna get it done. We out here for some altitude, some great scenery. We're gonna do like a 15-minute walk, 5-minute jog. Oh, this nigga got an inhaler. Hey, you know. Oh my God, this nigga got an inhaler.
Hey, you know when I pull this out?
What's that for? We going that way? See, he already told. Look at me now. Hey, my dog Tonio was not fucking with that post. hey, he said he was with that motherfucker. Hey, he like, I want to get in there with him now. hey, GB, he's trying to get you though. What you think about that? Especially after we watched all the video. I know. He was hot. I said, don't have my sparring partner trying to kill me. No, fuck that. We running 12 miles. Beating his ass. No, we're going more rounds, coach. Now he got to win this fight. Champ Camp, damn, we was up in the woods, we saw fucking hawks. I lost my breath before I caught my breath, but guess what, we kept running. Coach always playing these mental warfare games. I didn't know what to expect. He told me get some good music, you're gonna need 2 good songs. So we get to the top, it was hard to breathe up there, even running slow. Got to the bottom, I thought we was done. Little did I know, it was the beginning part of what ended up 5 miles. My brothers are here grinding, everybody's legs tired, everybody was sore. Nobody really had 5 rounds of conditioning in them, but we let our spirit take over. So shout out to my dogs for being here for me. Champ Camp, we're finna get it done this time. Your character with the mohawk. Kingston fight.
Is he in the movie?
Kingston, no, this is just, they was practicing.
So you got the gang?
Got the gang here, yeah, so things changed. I had to shoot a couple more days on the set, so I was like, man, I don't care really about like the filming and the stuff like that. Like, I always like to see my kids before I go out and fight. So I asked their mom, I was like, man, can you bring them out here to Atlanta, because I don't want to try to fly back to see them to come back just to fly to Tampa. So I'm gonna post here to Tuesday. I'm gonna fly out here. I got the training situation already, got the gym already, got the sparring partners already. Today was kind of off day anyway, so it worked out perfect. TJ, I was gonna miss him because he was on set a different day that I was gonna be on set. So he basically would have been flying to Atlanta as I was flying to St. Louis. And then when I flew out to Tampa, I would have missed him. So now we got it where everybody in the same crib at the same time. So it all worked out. Shorty, we finishing workout. I'm going go. 3 a.m. Shorty. We finish our workout. Now we're going out into the cold. We take a rest before I go pack and head over to Tampa to holler at this bitch ass nigga.
The triple treat box only from Pizza Hut. No one else Pizza's the Hut.
Live from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, it is time for the open workouts for Woodley versus Paul 2. Yes, the rematch.
This fight got disrupted when Tommy Fury was forced to pull out.
Tyroon Woodley is getting a second chance for something we didn't think he was going to get.
That's the fight that should have happened in the first place, and now we're about to get it done. It's shots that I saw that I could have thrown. I allowed him to throw more. He backed up. I was pressing him. I was in better shape. And it's going to be the same thing this time.
You're Jake Paul. You have a very important job of making sure that a rival gets silenced.
Do you expect this to be more difficult? I don't. I'm early in my career. I've never even been hit with a 10-ounce glove. The shot he caught me with was a lucky shot. I was falling backwards already, so it really didn't even hurt. It's like a chess game, and I'm just better at it.
This has been a wild rivalry, and it's only heating up a second time.
Live from sunny Tampa, Florida, inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, it is time for the press conference for Tyroon Woodley versus Jake Paul, or Jake Paul versus Tyroon Woodley 2. Hello, everyone. We are the hosts for your stream here today. This is Brian Campbell. I'm Luke Thomas. We're also the hosts of Morning Combat, but Brian Campbell.
The award-winning Morning Combat.
Award-winning Morning Combat. Do check that out. But for today's purposes here, we are for the press conference. BC, we were here in August, or we were in Cleveland in a similar position in August.